Hi, I'm John Everling, and I'm a microgreens grower. I think people may think it's what I thought it was when I first heard microgreens. That's baby greens. But a microgreen really is nothing more than just a stage in a plant's growth when it first grows right out of the seed and those two little leaves pop out. The next part of that growth is a true microgreen. At this stage of the plant's growth, the flavors are unbelievably intense. A micro radish, for example, you eat it and it tastes like you just bit a fresh radish. We grow everything in here from vegetables, so spinach, radishes, a couple of different kinds of radishes. We have about 6 different kinds of basil, lime basil, lemon basil, purple basil, different mustards, carrots, celery. I mean, we span the spectrum. This is the anise hyssop that I talked about, and this is an herb that has a really intense licorice flavor to it, like sambuca or just licorice, black licorice. This is a purple stem radish, and I was talking before about when the plants first grow, they get the 2 starter leaves, and you can see there's just 2 leaves here. Normally we wait for it to get bigger, but these radishes, when they're this size, really have a really sharp radish bite to them and taste really good. The average crop turnaround here is about 15 days, because what we're doing is we're taking plants in a soil container and we're putting them in an environment they don't want to be with like 300 other plants. So they're all fighting over nutrients and water. But we stop the growth, meaning we deliver it to the restaurants, before it gets too big and it starts getting that yellow color on the side because it can't get light, you know, that kind of thing. Okay. The white lights are actually a blue range, and that's for leafy greens, and the red lights are for the flowering plants because they need red to flower. So we literally started with 4 little flats. And now I haven't even done a count lately, but in addition to the microgreens, we now do edible flowers and hopefully some unique things like a cucamelon. A cucamelon is about this big, and it looks like a little tiny watermelon, and then when you cut it open, it tastes like a lime. When I'm looking at things, I can think of it like the chef would think of it in terms of, well, this would be cool to use for dishes. Not a chef by any means, but I can think like a guy other than just a guy growing plants. So that's why I can bring them new stuff to try. So we like to cook. We have a rescue that we're about a year into that is got the potential to be the perfect dog. So we spend a lot of time working with her and, you know, hanging around the house, just doing stuff, fixing things.